In trial 1, we are trying to figure out how many ways 2, 3, or 4 elements can be selected from the total number of elements that we are given. Ours had 8, so first we write the total of elements as a factorial on top. We divide this by the number of remaining elements as well as the amount of elements we're going to select written as factorials. So for example, if we're trying to find how many ways you can select 2 elements, we have 8 written as a factorial on top, multiplied by the 2 that we're going to select, multiplied by the 6 remaining. Then we cancel, multiply, and divide, and get our answer, which is 28. We can also use this method to find how many ways we can select 3 or 4 elements.
So out of all of the elements, the characteristic we chose was that the element, or the characteristic that they would have in common would be that they would be 9s. So since we have 3 9s, the combination would be 9 and 9, 9 and 9, and 9 and 9. So that means that there are 3 ways of picking an element with that characteristic. Part A, what changed from trial 1 to trial 2 was that the requirements became more specific. In trial 1, while we were looking for 2 elements, we weren't specifying what elements we were looking for. And in trial 2, we were actually picking a characteristic that was specific to those elements. In addition to that, in trial 1, we took the number of elements, which in our case was 8, and we divided that by the number of elements we were looking for, multiplying that by the remaining elements. So if we were looking for 2, that means it would be 8 factorial divided by 6 factorial times 2 factorial.
What stayed the same in both trials was that we were trying to figure out in how many ways a number of elements could be selected, and we also used the same group of elements in both trials.